There are certain top games I bust over the weekend, even in the Krabi started. But apart from these games, there are other stories are more discussable. The return of Kylian Mbappe to Real Madrid. It's a CIA idea. In terms of football discussion, number 94. And Madrid for boasting one of the prolific finishers in the game currently. So what to say? Mbappe return here. It is that same piece of message Abasa fan be to say Rafinha bar or not so kind of to follow football is to follow politics. But you wait to follow politics, now we follow football. So follow football there and sort of politics how it works as it.
Okay.
But the no more deep politics a deep football so switchy. But so when you do football at every level, and so we are interested in politics. How people play with the ideas and the brain of other listeners, the consumers. Yeah, what you do with some misinformation is also part of information.
Oh yes.
Some you try to it's also part of information. And in a politics for propaganda, misinformation is also part of the game. With regards to this, I'll be back to Lamine, come on, I walk and say, President Fonbi Uwache, said they lost Messi and that Lamine, sorry, I buy now, you know, and Shakrani, I will tell you something on that story. Me, I am an ardent follower of Spanish football. What is Bibi Koyi, and you pay Bibi Koyi?
Oh, David.
No, Yahweh say Bibi Koyi, Obian, send him a Koyi, when
I start trying to crack and say, Nippon, and I'll do a dream. Tinya de obey bia positive and I say bia o rise on the rise and you be an any day. So what you say?
You are so right.
And that is why even within a political party there is still politics.
Yeah. You are so right.
What do I say? There will be a political party A and B, your opponents. But within every political party there is still politics.
Wait,
say Bartholomew Abaye unpopular. So when I'm a bass as my baby Victor Fonton so Pakunya will be end of kind. And also buy what can I Messi Bestie or Koi. Till I mean a man and be a beckata Messi in Quay and Sonabema still Laporta Guinea Ebian Munyamo socios and anymore. I'm a best one more too.
Yo, your man come in here for the name from Pema. You suspend years near PSG, Chelsea Arsenal games. Yambraho, okay. New Enrique airball Ofie na the game no ne Strasbourg the airball. How a game net any day. And can you see a ball koko editia PSG4. But so check it domestic affairs there in last 3 games in back open winning. Against Lille, against Lille. Was it Lille? Against Lille or dropping points. And against Marseille or dropping other 3 points. I have the games right. Now how are those games in the core, you know? So be bien and say Ligue 1 a Farmers League. It's a so yam shock akra. Because it's a Bundesliga no. So buying a whole dinner or so pan or bobia na yaba. It's a Farmers League. But a tenity PSG in buying suppose dominant size na. Yana yama back in Maka why ye bo modest time. But almost 10 almost shaman for so for Farmers League. I say how they would da homofu. But when the table turns, yani mameka. Say we lose to Marseille. We drop points to Lille. Domestically, say Kasabre or points in na ko nya attention in their core Europe. So between defend the title no, or between crack or so him to other sides. But it hasn't been the case. Now o share the transition now. You look here Juma Paris, no doubt about that. But at the top level of the game, results won't quite enough. Yeah, open results and all thinking about performance. I mean quality performance. Now what's also doing in Chilmaho make a promotion to the top CSIs, especially PSG. Awababeja to say, and yeah, feel over first he's really come to build a side. I'm a pretty fanatic as I say. So promoting Grand Breba on the bois. Jan 2 Quentin, there's one small boy B. Or check the profile for PSG. Yeah, coach, you saw about 3 seasons. Quentin and did last game of Bobby.
Yes.
The 3rd season of PSG, Louis Enrique Amad these boys in the conference with back in the squad. It was when Dembele Muni Honomono, it was like a panic. But over check Ibrahim Ndiaye, oba checking Mayulu, Dwe, omunye saba back. I feel say it's just going to be another game be pull the strings to the last minute. Especially someone checking the last couple of games at PG on Strasbourg, about 34 games head to head, only authority and PG so. But the last 10 minutes of the games against any opponent, there have been bigger hopes. Paris Saint-Germain take Simon refill who say even the last 10 minutes could be close to shop. And that area of the game, you know, akwa advantage. And every opponent will endure akwa draw on more. There are bigger hopes in the last 10 minutes. The Medford now aboard the team say no calling for questions. Fabien Ruiz, Vitinha, and then Emery Zai. And can you but because of the free back in they got cracked. And Kabo Hakimi on any day now ball Lucas and Andres they are it's like a smooth wing backs. But there wasn't any balance in the final third. Quavara and then Gonzalo Ramos Oman show any level of understanding. And that Marquinhos own goal no a consistent game. It was even a 3-back of Pacho, Marquinhos, and then Ilya Zabani. But Anya Juma Fantiama say for no. What a game that game was.
I said on the night now Paris Saint-Germain attention with the Ballon d'Or no so more. Say game no day number but not flooding. So mo the Coco share the following day Monday na Ballon d'Or night no.
So
I say a bimukran shana call bintu more na feel so a game na se PSG attention e feel so the Ballon d'Or no so mum because omo fan say earlier into the season.
How about the Lille game?
Oh, show still.
And na kamdo kono.
I know the
Lille
fan say wa show.
Lille so line up on the buy na. For quality for quality. No more way ahead as a Lille. Aisa man didi asa kwa win adwuma La Liga o via René Betis e kwa ya adwuma na wie but o check ya and go in atan partnership with Aisa man didi was solid na PSG na kwa bi awram and in the method of Body Ayub we are one young prodigy about promoting in about 18 years na the production line for Lille there you understand this and odina Bell Bentaleb at the can ho and it was a solid day for PSG. I defend him say game no, but the Lille game also called for certain tactical questions. Against Strasbourg, me bonokoko. Every bigger game a tricky. Said you crana for international break back. A salmon more daring. So person to be bobo Europe in 10 so on domestic table 2, 3, 4, 5 points. No when you quiet home. When you quiet rotate to squad now do attention no Europe. There are other 2 tricky games too. England. Arsenal game no and a Chelsea so for Forest. Arsenal no form. Baby a form the 14th and can you who? But it's also the imagine call the question about throughout the week and right to say Arsenal one of the best balanced squad in the Premiership. Dear Kanyina you coaching. To some extent only I right by actually. Gilberto Silva Sabek recall some no throughout the week you know. Me check Arsenal squad in Dina and what many elements of the modern game. What's an answer no? Person left back, typical left back, but bet me aboli with Kelly. And now person hybrid left back to send Tanake, Vadio type and bet me abo Calafiori. Or as left center back or left back with me abo. So or a traditional left back and then or a modern day left back. There's no single problem. Or right back here, Timber. Look at the center back partnerships and variety.
Solid.
Variety, yeah. Method no over the composition from the traditional days. A typical 6, a typical 8, and a typical 10. Make a Arsenal team no. Check with Vivio. Martin Odegaard. Declan Rice. Zubimendi. And natural 6, natural 8. Did a team naka. But the problem exists in the final third. And when I write in your check the big games Arsenal about this season. And you Liverpool there no. Man City there no. And United there no. How was the scoreline? Against Liverpool, Man City are dropping 5 points to go. About draw against City and lose against Liverpool. That has been the only loss for Arsenal this season. But so checking all these 3 big games in the final third on your different permutations. Madueke, Martinelli, Jokeres, and the ball Liverpool. Trossard Babe Shemu and Mbotia Man City. Saka Babe Shemu and Martinelli be Madueke and Mbotia Man United. The only constant K here has been Jokeres. 3 big games in changing anymore for. Where is consistency? But because a team be established, that cartoonity say we will never start. The next problem for the manager is depth. And key moments of the game, how you respond to the demands of the game. For instance, Abia Saka Bipra, Joker is Bipra. Or next game, a big game, I'll drop points. I sound one. Say Arsenal to me, I respond to tonight they come up against Joachim Anderson, Calvin Bassey. That partnership, we had watched. No one the only host for Fulham. Apart from this, in the final third, Adama Traore, pressure been with them as a defense way. Adama Traore, Joshua King, Harry Wilson, what has been the experience level? No, sir, a defense need to me copy with attack with you. Let's forget about the discussions on the Premiership. Because Holland Mobasa Babio, Liverpool for Babio.
Because sitting to players no more pre-planning and so you training Enra.
You understand?
Omar recover.
Adama Traore, Harry Wilson. Who to me hold these guys?
Alexi will be no.
Let's forget about the discussion. Mikel Arteta, I've been defending Mikel Arteta, sir. It's a game we say the NK party no. But this is the deal. Sa coaches no my adwuma by age. Once and oben be Mikel Arteta or Chene kakra. But the adwuma no amount for respect Arteta say no. And so be check the Arteta ye nem bro no so bebre sa Marco Silva ho asem America. And ji post Google. Sa crofo no ya uhio mo a e big day di pa. So quality for quality in terms of the squad Arsenal osoro. But manager no will be fufra. I'll be going for a slim win for Arsenal in that game. Chelsea are very careful. Problem now Arsenal in the final third, Chelsea what they did with defense. Chelsea attack, Chelsea method, stability control, consistency nature way. If I want to highlight the last 3 games at my partnership, I Benoit Badiashile a champion. Badiashile Hatu. Badiashile Fofana. That has been the partnership. We between Hano, we between. Keep telling every single coach I'm any ding come say. In your team building, maybe you want to me and your chop and change the foundation. Na Chelsea in a way beshaha.
Injuries are setting in as well.
That's not me my problem. But the consistency, they creating an enemy problem. The creating say every opponent enemy say actually win a ball. But that understanding you need to inform about how team yo injuries will be our injuries but how you maneuver your way out. Na chance in the forest we born injury no but me can say bia
run to me
forest squad will bet me a put problem be for Chelsea even though you away game and me control because of the coach Ange Postecoglou. When in Yadodo, when you're the quick fix type, when you slide the forest, I want that 17th on the table. Last year, I don't want to say how many players have they sold. Angie is slow, Dodo. Why the type or share a dia, what or far mortar, so the best honor. No more small walk of far bammy and so on the best of a channel. Or upon a whole no to actually or you too slow for this job. It me must me busa say forests on no benya time. Now one farmer spirit on the Angie so she jumano.
Vangelos Marinakis.
On a TC felt no so
on the over chances here.
Now we see Brabham
7 matches and Postecoglou.
Yeah.
2 draws, 5 defeats.
No. Angie. And he started this job so well. I was past in the introduction to English football, especially from Baby Oban. English football, no woman that. From Scotland, but the real center of the game near England. But Honor or J, man of the man, me and Sato as of a womb. I mean, first job in Morodo, so but he's too timid for the job. And the kind of attitude that, no, a free coach. But let's see how it goes. That's also another game I make up for slim win for Chelsea. Now, Juma one Laporta by and me catch on says me cause pain. Never say Bobo no intimate field no someone babeche. I want to shake the hands of that man. Me share Manchester United. Now me share the 2 Liverpool. Me share the 2 Juventus say. Me check AC Milan. Now me hear Juma one Laporta by Yedema Basa Fansa. Yo, na ese me bop ni na baso. But this is not the case. football no politics no ye adwuma say wo ye papa say wo ye bone then certain people are man defend wa obe back you it is to be a football mo be di bone pa nipa oben kan kire ne da eya wo pia wo na sorry me judi obeke kasa asem na di na chie nipa na tihwe amene mu a na wasa na chiboko luchie no moji wo hefa and they abubo periods in Laporta mudino we forgotten about the old legends. And it's in the house of folk or more bre FLB I administrator now Harry's Aqua retire Kotenefi. That has been the same case. Football administration a paramount part of the game. And it's a one you be a bad because a bad we need bonnet papa no over choose said this time the papa here this time the bonnet kakra. Yo, this is football. So for the name in your Bible some by your baba born a empire type in so baby. Football doesn't belong to us. It's a dark game. One Laporta quite of us or the bass at this level no me, I don't know. But my bona basso papa. Now let me yamadi no. But if I send him more to me, a jaw cry on to my better tino. Enti la me pema and for you be breba e benina no. Omoboa. La me yamasemo where your party some to you for you benina no omoboa.
18.
Or 18 today. Into on your door you be a
so born or bo.
Yow,
club names will say no cray.
A double two so so frano. And yet had an perfume. And yes, I don't know perfume. We've seen bad boys in the game. No more super talent. But you need to be married. Bad boy talent. En fa. Antonio Cassano. Born a pass man and hope upon Cassano or Frabono. Or do Madrid say no, we don't do that here. Which I know Italy. Antonio Cassano, one of the most important exports from Syria. No more Ginidis in Kiesa away. Kiesa need talent. Oko didn't compare Cassano. But he faded out. No. We've seen bad boys who are more super talent. Yow. Bakuba bro bakuso. Because at some point, you know, bad now you're there, you're watching. But since you can't your bad, you cannot buy a director. Amount. Okay, say action. Now we are action. Jack Grealish. Or no so. All the bad boys and some make for Munina in the end, and you credit Jumunya. Let me be truthful. Let me consider your way be consider your way be but me pese or modern some never can one Laporta.
Go Laporta the end. Oh, okay.
Akra bonne by man papa no guasia. And you say
but he knew. But I say, Meza, my memory.
Yeah, it's more.
Is it club? Let's say,